The Queen of Granada, by M. Riff. Chapter 168, The Stairs. Finally, they reached a grotto with a domed ceiling filled with the pleasant scents of various plants and flowers. Rita looked at some steep stairs and said, 2 o'clock. Rosen looked at her and said, no, I don't even think it's 1 o'clock. Rita pointed to the stairs and said, if there was a clock face on the floor, and we entered through 6 o'clock, the exiting stairs would be located at 2 o'clock. Rosen gave thumbs up and said, that's a brilliant way of remembering directions. Rita nodded and replied, yes, but this place looks like the junction of 3 or more paths and there are only 2. After a moment, she answered her own question, maybe the architects had the foresight, built this place in case they had to expand the castle at some point. Rosen, who had already reached the stairs, said, it is quite possible. She was concerned about the time to return in good time before Tobar and the children returned home. As they ascended and reached the top of the stairs, the commotion from different directions grew louder. They could see in the distance a swarm of tourists speaking different languages. They walked around pointing their photo and film cameras in different directions. A few of them would probably accidentally catch a photo of Rosen and Rita that suddenly appeared in an unexpected spot. Rosen looked at Rita and said, looks like we've come up in one of the Alhambra's world-famous gardens. Rita, standing next to Rosen and looking through the bushes towards the well-groomed flowers and numerous small fountains, commented, it looks like a dream. Exhausted from their hours of walking, Rosen sat down on a rock, and said with a smile, I guess we'll have to settle for some tea when we can't find the water of life. Rita slung her school bag off her shoulders, fished out the thermos and handed it to Rosen. Pouring the tea, Rosen said with a playful laugh, we could have stumbled upon a hidden treasure in the catacombs. But instead, we don't have to pay the entrance fee to enter the Alhambra. Rita replied, it could be a true pleasure to come here through the catacombs after the closing hours and look around, when it's not packed with tourists. Taking a sip of tea, Rosen remarked, I thought we'd see more plants and flowers climbing those stairs. I could have sworn I smelled lavender, but there is no trace of it here. Rita chuckled, admitting, I caught a whiff of thyme, but that's probably because I'm always thinking about food. As if lost in thought, Rosen mused, I wonder if there's a secret herbal medicine garden hidden around here somewhere. Curious, Rita asked, what do you mean? Rosen explained, years ago, when I began to delve into the tradition of herbal medicine, I read about the mythical herbal medicine garden of Granada in several books. They claimed that rare medicinal plants grew there, which was supposed to be a living pharmacy. But it seemed like everyone had heard of it, yet no one had seen it. I guess the same imaginative folks who came up with the legend of the water of life also invented this medical garden tale. Yet, she added with a hint of uncertainty, but who knows? There is so much between heaven and earth, we have still to discover. On their way back to the stairs, Rita retrieved her map from her school bag, unfolded it, and pointed to a spot in the Alhambra, saying, this place here was marked on the old book's map, but it doesn't seem to exist in the modern sources.